Hey, it's Tara. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing my October TBR. So these are the books I'm going to try and read during the month of October. So if you want to see what I have planned, just keep watching. The first one I have is The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. I read the XX last year and really enjoyed it, so I wanted to read her second one. And this one is about Gwen Jones, who is perfectly happy with her life in Graves Glen. She, her mom, and her cousin have formed a new and powerful coven. She's running a successful witchcraft shop, Something Wicked, and she started mentoring some of the younger witches in town. As Halloween approaches, there's only one problem: Wells Penhallow. Wells has come to Graves Glen to reestablish his family's connection to the town they founded and to make a new life for himself. After years of being the dutiful son in Wales, when he opens up a shop of his own, Penhallows, just across the street from Something Wicked, he quickly learns he's gotten more than he bargained for in going up against Gwen. When their professional competition leads to a very personal and very hot kiss, both Wells and Gwen are determined to stay away from each other, convinced the kiss was just a magical fluke. But when a mysterious new coven of witches come to town and Gwen's powers begin fading, she and Wells must work together to figure out just what these new witches want and how to restore Gwen's magic before it's too late. So I'm going to read that one. I figured that would be a good witchy read to read during October. The next one I have is also a witchy read, and it's Go Hex Yourself by Jessica Clare. And this one, it says, when Reggie Johnson answers a job ad in the paper, she's astonished to find that she's not really applying for work at her favorite card game, Spellcraft the Magicking. Instead, she's applying to be an actual familiar for an actual witch, as in real magic. The new job has a few perks: great room and board, excellent pay, and she's apprenticing to a powerful witch. Sure, the witch is a bit eccentric, and sure there was that issue with the black cat Reggie would prefer to forget about. The biggest problem, however, is Warlock Ben Magnus, her employee's nephew, and the most arrogant, insufferable, man to ever cast a spell. Reggie absolutely hates him. He's handsome, but he's also bossy and irritating and orders her around. But when someone with a vendetta targets the household, she finds herself working with Ben to break a deadly curse. Apparently, when they're not fighting like cats and dogs, things get downright bewitching. So this seemed like another contemporary witchy romance, so I wanted to read it during the month of October, and I thought it would be another good one. So the next one I have is a comic called Chew, and it's by John Layman and Rob Gilroy. And this one is about Tony Chu, who's a detective with a secret. Definitely a weird secret. Tony Chu is cybopathic, which means he gets psychic impressions from whatever he eats. He's a good detective as long as he doesn't mind nibbling on the corpse of a murder victim to figure out who done it and why. He's been brought on by Special Crimes Division of the FDA, the most powerful law enforcement agency on the planet, to investigate their strangest, sickest, and most bizarre cases. So this is the first one in this comic, and so I wanted to see if I would enjoy it and see if I want to continue on with the rest of them. The next one I have is a graphic novel, and it's Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell and Faith Erin Hicks. This one says, it's Deja and Josiah are seasonal best friends. Every autumn, all through high school, they've worked together at the world's best pumpkin patch. They say goodbye every Halloween, and they're reunited every September 1st. But this Halloween is different. Josie and Deja are finally seniors. It's their last season at the patch, their last shift together, their last goodbye. Josie's ready to spend the whole night feeling melancholy about it. He's the melancholy type. But Deja has a plan. What if instead of moping and instead of the usual slinging lima beans down at the succotash hut, they went out with a bang? They could see all the sights, taste all the snacks. Maybe Josie could even talk to that cute girl he's been mooning over for 3 years. What if their last shift was an adventure? So this one just seemed like a cute graphic novel and set in a pumpkin patch, so I thought it was perfect for the season. The last one I have is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. This one is about, I think it's Agnieszka, who lives in a village where every 10 years a wizard known as the Dragon collects a teenage girl as payment for protecting that village. And of course, Agnieszka is of age to potentially be taken by the wizard. And so it's kind of like her story from there. So this one is a fantasy. I did read one called Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik, and I did enjoy that one, so I wanted to give Uprooted a try. I am planning on reading it with Bandana Book Mom, so hopefully we'll be able to read that one together. So those are all of the books I have to read during the month of October. Let me know what you're reading in the comments below, and I'll just talk to you all later. Bye!